Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And when I tell you that the Ripple v SEC lawsuit is like one of the stupidest things I've witnessed in my life, I'm not joking. One of the crazy pieces of news that came out today, or officially yesterday, but alright, was this right here. Just in, SEC cannot confirm if a video of Bill Hinman is actually Bill Hinman in the Ripple case. Okay, again, I warn you guys to mentally prepare for what we are about to read, as this one will definitely lose you some brain cells, but most likely you'll at least keep some IQ, so it's okay. After reasonable inquiry, the information known and currently available is not sufficient to enable the Commission to admit or deny this request, the SEC stated in court documents. Okay, so what are we talking about right here? If you guys do not know, Ripple is in a very interesting battle with the SEC, and this man right there, supposedly, is William Hinman. He's the director or previous director of corporation finance over at the SEC, and one of the reasons he's so important is because he gave a speech in 2018 regarding the classification of ICOs and Ethereum, basically saying, stay away from ICOs, things aren't that good, it's like Ethereum and Bitcoin, they're like fine, sort of. Well, Ripple and the majority of the crypto space was looking at that thinking, so Bitcoin and Ether, they've been properly handled then, right? It's official SEC guidance. And they're like, no, wait a minute, no. His own opinion. But then also they said, well, but all the emails, because there was apparently 63 emails that went on before he gave that speech, that was actually because it was the SEC policy that was discussed. But then it was also like, but that's actually his opinion. But no, it's actually policy, but no, it's actually his opinion. They've switched around with that a couple of times, and right now they are trying to say there's not a deliberative process privilege as to why these emails can be given over, but there's a attorney-client privilege, because this is an opinion, and there were some SEC parts in that, but at the end of the day, they did not want to give over those emails. Let's take a look at this, right? Because it's been an interesting battle regarding those emails for the last couple of weeks. The U.S. SEC is unable to confirm or deny if a video predominantly featuring William Hinman actually features him. Bill Hinman, known as William Hinman, is the former director of the SEC's Division of Corporation Finance, and he's become a key factor in the long-running battle between the SEC and Ripple. Speaking at a 2018 conference, he basically said that ETH is not security transaction. But it seems as if the SEC is dragging its feet on admitting the obvious in hopes of slowing the case down. We talked about this before. Or according to a Wednesday motion to compel requests for admission, which is basically Ripple's asking for just to answer questions. Submitted by Ripple Labs legal team Debevoise and Plimpton, the SEC has failed to respond in accordance with the applicable rules as to 53 requests for admissions on important subjects where there is no real dispute. Ripple is seeking for the court to order that the RFAs either be admitted or that the SEC provides amended responses. In relation to RFAs focused on Hinman, not Hillman, the SEC has not been able to confirm a series of instances that essentially appear to be undeniable. So again, to kind of give context, it's like a very simple question. They're like, we can't make that determination, my friend. For example, despite Hinman being completely visible and audible during a recording interview at a public event, the SEC has refused to confirm or deny if the recording is authentic or if the statements made by Hinman were actually him. So there's two reasons why I keep saying this type of stuff is breaking my freaking head, all right? And why you lose brain cells listening, watching, and reading more about this. It's like, if you're the SEC, which is supposed to protect U.S. investors, how can you step this low to say, if my ass is on a video, or my face, I guess I should say, I'm not going to be a little whiny ass about it, say, I can't say that was me, when I'm clearly just speaking to you guys. If I show you guys just a video of me talking or so, wouldn't it be kind of dumb if I say, might have not been me. Might have not been me. Now, Learzite here, Stephen Huber, said on Twitter, the SEC will, okay, let's actually check the official tweet out. The SEC will neither confirm nor deny that this is William Hinman. I hope this is all just a bad dream. Is this really the SEC of the United States of America? Is this really what the SEC needs $2.5 billion worth of budget for, Tom Emmer? If you're wondering about that, what that part is. So recently, Gary Gensler, the chairman of the SEC, basically requested from Congress, I guess. I'm not sure exactly who they request. That part I do not officially know. For another $2.5 billion to start some crazy enforcements in the crypto space again, and mostly for that. And Tom Emmer was outraged, saying, "What in the world is that about?" Which is why I described to you guys over on YouTube as well that I think the entire case, a good part of it, might actually purely be for money because they sued Ripple for $1.3 billion. All right, so here was a request for admission, which is once more just Ripple asking a question, and it's basically, hey, here's a link. It's an authentic recording of Hinman speaking on November 5th, 2018 FinTech Week Conference. Here and after the November 5th, 2018 FinTech Week Conference recording. Answer. Subject to all the foregoing objections and after reasonable inquiry, the information known and currently available is not sufficient to enable the Commission to admit or deny this request. Once more, they just say, all right, again, read with me here. Admit that this video is an authentic recording of William Hinman talking in 2018. They said, we can't say that. Another request. Admit the SEC has no basis to challenge the authenticity of the previous FinTech Week recording. And they said, subject to all foregoing objections, the SEC denies this request, so they don't want to answer. I mean, you guys can all see for yourselves right there. That's the guy, all right? I'm not sure if you need to go get yourself a little monocle or whatever, But that's the guy. So the only question is like the audio recording valid or so? But in all seriousness, there shouldn't really be a debate about this one, all right? I'm not really sure exactly why the SEC is holding this up. I'm not really sure why they're going through these jokes.
And Gary Plastic's case analysis, and it will elaborate on that in a very plain English way. So, do I think I have a security offering? Look at that new guidance, and I think.
Yeah, that's him. That's the guy. That's him. Grab him. No, but just me and like you can you can discuss a lot of points saying I don't know or that type of stuff, but I mean, this is one of those points that you don't really fight, right? Or am I getting U.S. law wrong? Is it like, even though you've been seen clearly on a video, nobody in the world would deny that it's you. It's like the most, you've literally just spread your butt cheeks right open. Everybody recognizes exactly it's you. And then you say, nope, can't confirm that. It's like, what in the world? What are we talking about here? It's not as if it's like a maybe or so. The guy's literally at a conference. There's maybe hundreds of people there watching the guy. The freaking law firm, whatever, is in the background. It's like confirmable by so many different sources. It's not a question of if. This is just purely messing for the sake of messing, all right? I think you guys will all agree with me here. This ain't really a point to debate upon. You can't go to court and say, guys, I'm not sure if that was me, all right? Everybody's going to laugh at your face. If, once more, we're talking about a sketchy-ass video from the William Hinman walking outside his house in a little bit of the dark, I'm not saying you can't say that wasn't you, maybe, all right? If there's not like a 100% certainty that it was him, I wouldn't say this. But this is just laughable. I'm not sure why the SEC would ever, in their right mind, think that this is a good answer. So Anders said on Twitter, to be fair, there's a slight possibility that an unregistered identical twin to Hinman showed up that day, pretended to be Hinman, while giving just his personal opinion on ETH not being a security in a public setting, and an opinion 48 other SEC commissioners who were part of writing. And a lot of you guys just went crazy over in this freaking comment section, right? With all the, you know what? Maybe it wasn't actually him. Maybe it was actually and then play something there. You guys went crazy in this comment section. But I personally think this is like one of the most stupid things I've seen throughout the entire case. And we've been looking at this for like months already. This takes the cake for me in terms of how they're just trying to do some stupid ass stuff. Notably, the video referenced by Ripple's legal team appears to have been uploaded by the interviewer, Chris Brummer, who is a Georgetown law professor. The account, which dates back to 2016, bears his name, profile picture, links to all his professionally affiliated websites. And despite the SEC claims to be at sea as the identity of the mystery man, subject to all the foregoing objections, we just talked about it, the SEC has also denied a request that it cannot challenge the authenticity of the video and appears intent on not conceding any information on the matter. Late last month, after having a request to shield documents relating to Hinman denied, it also filed a letter motion asserting that it had attorney-client privilege relating to internal emails regarding the Hinman speech. Many onlookers have argued that Hinman comments could be of the deciding factors that work against the SEC's arguments that XRP tokens should be deemed a security. It has also recently been suggested that Hinman may have had a conflict of interest, which we are definitely on the verge of finding out, while working at the SEC, which may have affected the outcome of the case. And on May 11th, corruption watchdog Empower Oversight claimed to have documents obtained under a FOIA request, Freedom of Information request, which showed that Hinman had an undisclosed direct financial interest with the Simpson, Thatcher, and Bartlett law firm, which is a member of the Ethereum Enterprise Alliance. Commentators such as John Deeden, founder of Crypto Law, told his 200,000 Twitter followers that if Hinman didn't submit the speech to conflict screening, it is game, set, and match. But that we will see shortly. I just wanted to show you guys this clip. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's very funny. Hopefully, you guys agree with me here that this is one of the more stupid points and showcases why the SEC is really facing, like, I mean, come on. This is, so to me, this is really where things get silly right here. And it should just prove to you once more that the SEC is just taking a piss at this. They're not taking this too seriously. They're just trying to delay for the sake of delaying, which, again, in traditional lawsuits, I wouldn't be so afraid of or so. But if you guys remember my article that I shared with you guys 2 days ago or so, the SEC was calling out defense lawyers for trying to stall things where it's unnecessary. They literally called out these lawyers for stalling where it's not necessary and stupid, they said. But then I look at this and I'm like, what in the world? So, yeah, that was about it. See you.